confidence in them with Noles 247?
Yes.
Hey, Coach, how's it going?
How you doing?
Good, thanks. I'm curious about Corey Wren. I guess one, how he's looked so far in camp, and two, the speed that he brings and that he's been tested in before. Is it legitimately translating over to the college game so far?
Yeah, he's extremely fast. You can see it from day one. One thing about him, this kid is really professional. He takes everything serious. He wants to be the best at what he's doing. But we're able to kind of put him in different places where he can use that ability to kind of stretch the defense.
Hey, Coach. Jay Sean, I guess he was still somewhat limited in the spring with his hamstring. I know he was able to practice, but I think he was a non-contact jersey. What was it like seeing him since you guys have gotten him into full contact this camp, and especially in the scrimmage on Saturday?
I think he's been really good. He's been a leader in that room, really dominant. I like how this kid runs behind his pad. He's a really smart player. He understands the game of football. He's a really mature kid. So we couldn't wait to get him full contact, and as it showed throughout practice, throughout this camp, he's been doing a really good job.
Hey, Coach Johnson.
How you doing?
Good. I was wondering, how is Philly, Webb, and Douglas doing as far as just learning the system and getting the ins and outs of what you guys are asking your running backs to do?
I think they've been doing a really good job. They understand the system that we have. We're going to use the running backs in different places. These guys are really smart. Obviously, Webb is a guy who can make people miss an open field. He can really catch the ball at the backfield. And Jakai is an all-around really good player. He's really young. He's doing a really good job understanding the offense. And every day we kind of put new things in, trying to see how much these guys can retain. They've been doing a good job with it.
Hey, Coach, we've heard a lot about, I guess, how diverse the skill sets really of all five of those guys you brought in this offseason are. Is that kind of been your impression, I guess, a week and a half into camp? And how easy does it make it to potentially use a number of those guys when they all kind of bring different things to the table?
Yeah, I think one thing about the running backs in our system, you have to be able to catch the ball at the backfield, protect the quarterback, be a really tough and smart player. And I think all these guys bring something to the table. And we have to use them all. We can't in college football, you don't just want one or two guys. Try to get 3 or 4 guys, dependable guys, because it takes so much pounding. But the kid's been doing a really good job. I've been able to coach them extremely hard and push them. So they've been responding really well to the coaching and everything that they're being able to retain on the offensive side.
Coach, hope you're well this afternoon. How involved, I guess, are you with quarterback run game principles and concepts? And I guess, what have been your thoughts of Jordan Travis maybe running the ball, Chuba before he got hurt? And how does James sort of work with the read option and handling that aspect of things?
I think Kenny's doing a really good job with the quarterback. He knows the system in and out. Not too many suggestions, from an offensive standpoint that we're trying to put in. We know the system. We know what's going on. We know what Mike has. And I think Jordan's going to be really good. He brings something a little different than we had in the past with a quarterback and James. Both of them are really athletic. But I think they're doing a good job. We definitely run some RPOs, different things like that. But to have a running quarterback, you're actually playing with 12 people because you're actually creating a different gap.
Hey, Coach Norvell and Coach Dillingham both seem real pleased Saturday with the communication on the offense, both between the staff and I think also communication to the players on the field. What do you think's behind that? Like, why do you think that has come along so quick? I think Coach Dillingham said it was the best he's remembered since he's been with Coach Norvell. What do you think has been the key to that so far?
I think it's the standard, what Coach Norvell demands, and the kids understand that, the coaches understand that. The biggest thing we have is our communication and knowledge of the kids with this offense. I think they did a really good job. I think Coach Dillingham did a really good job kind of preparing everybody. He's been with Mike a while, so he knows exactly, what Coach Norvell wants. So we just kind of all buy in, everybody play their role and make sure we understand, our values. So I just think the kids did a really good job. And it's probably the best, with being in this office with these guys 2 years. at Memphis. This is the best I've ever seen in the first scrimmage. I mean, we just have to build on it.
Go back to Aswan for one thing.
Coach, you mentioned how the communication is really good from the coaches to the players. I mean, do you find yourself after a day like Monday where Coach Norvell was a little bit upset by the way the practice maybe intensity was? Do you find the players pick up on that, or how do you underscore, I guess, Coach Norvell's message to your running backs at times like that?
The standard is the standard. And we know after that practice, we didn't live up to it. And we have to come back the next day and just continue to push. And one thing about Coach Norvell, he's not going to lower the standard, and it is what it is. You know, we're going to do a good job of kind of preparing the kids, because I think Kenny does a good job preparing us, and we have to make sure we keep, you know, every day has to be consistent. And that's what we want to do. We want to remain consistent.
Next question will be Terry from Philander Nation.
Hey, Coach, how's it going?
How you doing?
Not too bad. Thank you for asking. My question is about the recruiting side of things, because things are all up in the air right now with the high schools not even knowing if they're playing. Communicating with those kids, how do you kind of convey a sense of like comfort to them?
I think the biggest thing with recruiting, and I think a lot of people don't understand that, you have to listen to the kids. A lot of these kids we talk to, they want to talk. They want to tell you what's going on, and they're going through a lot right now, wondering if they're playing, if they're not playing. So you just try to listen to their stories and get a chance to talk to them and let them know whenever we're able to open back up, you know, they'll be allowed on campus. But we've been in real good communication with all the recruits, continue to talk to them, and we continue to paint a positive message that, you know, obviously, you know, one day this will pass and we'll kind of move on.
Go back to Ira from Warchant.
Coach, you and obviously Coach Thompson and Coach Dillingham had worked with Coach Norvell before. What have having Coach Atkins and Coach Dugans in the room, what have they brought to what you guys do, and what's it been like kind of interacting with them since over the last 8 or 9 months?
I think the biggest thing, speaking on Coach Atkins, one of the smartest coaches I ever been around. I'm learning a lot from him. One of the best recruiters I ever been around. And not just an O-line coach recruiter, just a recruiter in general. But he brings a lot of knowledge to the game. He understands exactly what Mike wants up front and how to get the best out of his kids. And one thing about Coach Dugan, he can tell us the history of this place, you know, and he helps me out a lot with what's going on, you know, how things and standards should be around here. And Coach Dugan's doing a wonderful job with the receivers. I think he's excited. Running around with the kids that he has, and he has some big-time kids out there, and he's doing a really good job. But both of those guys bring a ton of knowledge. They've been coaching for a while, but I think it's just a blessing to the entire staff to have these guys around.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.